talk about things, so I'll let you start. Yes, I'm listening. Oh, I understand that. You need help with what you say? Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, because the last time that we talked about this, I felt like I was really clear. I gave you everything that you needed to hear, but you're still asking me for more. No, I'm just trying to understand what you're asking for, because the only thing that I can't really describe right now is how angry I am about you not listening to what I said before. You're just not listening. You're projecting and you're not listening. You're not listening. No, you're not listening. All right, what do you have to say? I'm listening. You make me feel like I'm losing my mind. I said it, and you're still not understanding. I've given you everything that you've been looking for. What else could I do? What else can I give you? What else can I say? What else do you need from me? I am. I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'm repetitive. I'm saying it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Why should I repeat myself? 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 Why should I repeat myself?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IWN YouTube channel. I'm your host for your WWE NXT September 9th, 2025 watch along results. NXT has already aired on CW. It's kicking off with Javon Evans versus Josh Briggs right now in one-on-one action. It just came back from a split screen commercial break like literally 5 minutes ago. And we got Javon Evans diving on the top rope with a diving clothesline to Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs kicks out. But anyways, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Huge episode of NXT tonight. Hopefully, and my prediction for this episode tonight is that it's either going to be a solid B show or a mid C plus show. It could be a solid B plus show for all we know. We're almost at 830. Once we get to 830, we'll be on the road to 840. Still to come tonight, we got Faby going up against Lainey Reid. Trick Williams calling out DIY. Darkstate set to defend their NXT Tag Team Championships against Hank, Walker, and Tank. All right, yeah. But also we'll get to witness the WWE Women's Tag Team #1 Contenders Elimination match featuring Fatal Influence, Culling, and ZaRuca. So let's go ahead and tune into NXT, where this match between Josh Briggs and Javon Evans is about to end soon. So let's go ahead and tune into it before it ends. We already got the fans cheering on this match. Man, half of the internet wrestling community went line when they said this match was going to be a solid match tonight, and that's exactly what it's ended up being tonight so far. Josh Briggs with a steel chair, the referee trying to stop him, super kick by Javon Evans. And, oh, nope. Josh Briggs stopped him right in his tracks. Knockout punch to the back of Javon Evans' neck. Josh Briggs gets the win. Yep, Josh Briggs just got the win, folks. Everybody that's tuned in to the YouTube live chat conversation and everybody that's tuning in from X, welcome. I appreciate y'all's support, man. Keep on supporting the channel. Your support goes a long way. And let me know if y'all can hear me. If my audio is skipping, please let me know. Obviously, he soccer punched Javon Evans in the back of his neck. You mean to tell me the commentary did not see that the whole time? And they're just now showing the replay of that? Man, they got to be blind or they got to be totally clueless.
The only reason it didn't work out because you're such a hothead. Even though you started last week. But you know what? I can finish it right now. Why wait till nobody? I'm not going to right now.
Obafemi, Ricky Saints arguing.
Look, I called both of you here because I wanted to talk to you about something. It's clear that you guys both have a lot to get off of your chest before No Mercy. So next week at Homecoming, air out all your great on the Grayson Waller effect.
Grayson Waller effect.
Look, that was another one.
Hey, Trick.
I'm going to ignore that. But Miss Mayor, are we approved of everything we talked about? I mean, before I go out, I just want to make sure we good.
Yes, you're fine.
Whoa. What y'all got going on over here? Hey, look, dog. This is championship business. You wouldn't understand. And Oba, just so you know, we ain't finished yet.
And speaking of DIY, there they are. There they are. Uh-oh. Ooh, Trick is in trouble now. Trick Williams is in deep trouble now. He just woke in the NXT side of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. The NXT Black and Gold brand side. Will we see a brawl between DIY and Trick Williams? We'll see. So I have to find out when it comes back on. Ooh. What a solid NXT it's been so far. Wait a minute. Aren't Darkstate the NXT Tag Team Champions? Hold on a second. What I thought. I think the wrestling community still thinks that Hank and Tank are the NXT Tag Team Champions. Clearly, they're not. The NXT Tag Team Champions are Darkstate. I have to edit that out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit that out in my postings and put Darkstate. NXT Tag Team Champions, Darkstate. Because I didn't put that correctly. And I don't think I was the only one that was confused with that. Because it says on the WWE.com page that Darkstate are still currently the WWE NXT Tag Team Champions. I got it mixed up. I was thinking Hank and Tank were the NXT Tag Team Champions. Because they had a great run, you know. They had such a great run. Hank and Tank. I think they deserve to get called up to the main roster after this year. I can honestly say that. Without a doubt. I mean, just think of how great they would be on the main roster, you know? Yeah, if they get booked right and used right on TV. All my audience on YouTube and the YouTube live chat just disappeared as soon as NXT went on commercial break. Y'all don't like commercial breaks. I understand. I'm not a fan of commercial breaks either. Oh, commercial breaks are so annoying, man. Oh, I can't stand commercial breaks, dude. And it runs my audience away, man. That's the one thing I can't stand about it. NXT's back on, folks. We got DIY in the ring right now. Please keep quiet so we can listen and hear what they have to say.
I get it. It feels good.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. Every time we step foot in an NXT ring, it feels like home. It feels special. But tonight is extra special because tonight on this exact date, it marks 10 years since the very first time that I tagged with Johnny Gargano as DIY in NXT. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, a lot of people forget where they came from. But I stood in this ring before and said that I was NXT for life, and I meant it. We may be on SmackDown now, but NXT, this place, these people will always be our home. I'm going to tell you guys something. My very last match in NXT, I always hoped, kind of deep down I knew, it wasn't actually going to be my last match in NXT. And that right there brings us to tonight, because last week, Trick Williams, the greatest superstar in NXT history. There he is. There he is.
down to some damn business. Yeah. Uh-huh. I like it. Oh, yeah, man.
Hey, yo, go ahead and cut that music.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's right. The greatest NXT superstar.
Thank God he turned that
of
music
all
off because
time
I
has
get
finally
tired of hearing
arrived.
Boogie T doing that. He's still doing it.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. Last week, the two of you got the best of me. 2-on-1. That is true. But there's one thing y'all forgot to mention. One thing y'all forgot to say. All that went down because the both of you are jealous. Y'all are jealous because your NXT crew can't hang with my NXT crew.
Well, Trick, I got an idea. How about you get in this ring like last week, and we'll remind you what we did for NXT.
Oh, I will. But this time, I'm not alone.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Talk it down. Talk it down.
The former North American champion. The former NXT.
Oh, Carmelo Hayes is here tonight.
DIY shot Trick Williams last week. Trick Williams answers back tonight.
Dude, if we get this tag match for an NXT pay-per-view this month or next month, man, it's going to steal the fucking show. There's somebody in the crowd saying, "Oh yeah, man, yeah, man."
Trick, since I left, you said a lot of things that are true, but you've also said a lot of things that aren't true. Let's talk about it. Just last week, I heard you talking about, this is my house. You say Trick really lived here. It's funny you say that because you say that in the ring with two guys who built this house. You say that in the same ring as somebody who put renovations on this house. And Trick, when I look at you and I see you're world champ now, congrats, but the only thing you're doing is squatting in our house. And I came here to remind
Don't fall for
you
that shit. Carmelo's gonna turn. He's gonna him and Trick is gonna beat down DIY. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, look, Melo, I get it, man. I get it. No. I've been gone for a year and a half. I'm going to say what I got to say. You're not going to try to run over me. So, Trick, next time you standing in the ring with greats, Ciampa, like Johnny Gargano, like Carmelo Hayes, you take your high heels off at the door. Put them right there. You sit down. You don't touch nothing. You be quiet while OGs are talking.
Tommaso, you see this? It's like Philadelphia all over again.
Hold on, hell no, we ain't going out like that. Melo, I get it, dog. I get why you upset. We have history. We've been through a lot, especially how everything's been going since you left. But the truth is, I've been talking trash about you, man. You're right. I've been saying some things about you even last week. That wasn't right. But don't get it twisted. I squat where I want to squat. I wear my heels when I want to wear my heels in my house.
No, I don't mean to get involved in this, but is it big brother, little brother, or is it big brother, little brother? I'm just asking.
Hold the hell up. You shut your mouth, all right? This is between me and my bro. And now that I think about it, you two, y'all the last two to be talking. All right, you guys got one of the biggest backstabs in NXT history. Whoa. Let's talk about it. I mean,
No, what? No. We're not going to talk about it, okay? It's yes, there's a lot of history here, but you know what people want to see? They want to see 2 generations of NXT in the biggest tag match in NXT history and NXT Homecoming. So how about this? Trick Metal Gang versus DIY.
I like it.
I said it better than Boogie T. Well, as we start to settle down from that announcement, we'll see if it gets made official. The clock starts soon. Who will advance to the next round? We feel the need for speed. Next.
He did not just say that. Need for speed. He said need for speed. Yeah, just let that sink in. He said need for speed. I used to have Need for Speed video games. I used to have Need for Speed Unleashed. How many of y'all remember that game? I used to dominate on Need for Speed Unleashed. Completing almost every story, almost every mission on there. Of course, that was for the PS3 back then, I think. I think I was still in high school when I had it. We got Faby versus, not Fatty, Faby versus Lainey Reid. Some of y'all be thinking the opposite way, man. Like, come on, man. Still to come tonight on NXT, let's talk about it. We still got Darkstate defending their NXT Tag Team Championships against Hank and Hank. Of course, the WWE Women's Tag Team #1 Contenders Elimination match featuring Fatal Influence, the Culling, and ZaRuca. Plus, we may be getting a few more segments tonight. We'll see. We'll see, man. Let's get these views up as well. Let's get more likes on the stream. We already got 1 like tonight. It ain't fight night, but it's NXT Tuesday night still. And it's been one hell of a solid show tonight. Surprisingly. Better than last week's NXT so far. Woo, man. Last week's NXT was fucking mid as fuck. It was terribly mid last week. You can go check out my NXT watch along from last week if you guys missed it. I had plenty to say about that show last week. I'm talking about last week's episode. We got to see Josh Briggs. We got to listen to commentate Josh Briggs versus Javon Evans. I watched it, obviously, because I was live. Because the live stream had started. We got to see DIY go at it with Trick Williams and Carmelo on the mic a little bit. Now we got Lainey Reid getting ready to come out. She might as well be a cowgirl at this point. She got that darn theme song. Might as well wear a cowgirl hat.
Ready to showcase her skill.
He is the embodiment of such athleticism and raw talent, so what could I possibly be missing? The star power? Yeah, it's not that. And the looks? I mean, it's obviously not that. And the skills? Well, you'll see that tonight. All that I'm missing is the spotlight, but after I beat Faby and later Candice LeRae, I'll finally get that spotlight, because here's the tea. Sweet, of course. I'm taking that speed title from ZaRuca at no mercy.
Candice LeRae, who advanced last week, she'll face the winner of this matchup 2 weeks right here on NXT. And her opponent from Mexico City, Faby Apache. This AAA wrestler is here to make a statement.
Soy Faby Apache. Vengo representando a AAA. Hoy me toca una lucha por el campeonato de velocidad, enfrentando a Lainey Reid. Pero
There's still another señorita. I see.
Well, that's not only here tonight, but as you can see in the front.
No, that's impossible. There's no way. No way.
Worlds collide in Vegas this Friday. But which version book of Natalia is going to show up?
Oh, looks like Faby is going to be going one-on-one with Natalia. Yeah, we're definitely going to be live for Evolve, or not. Yeah, Evolve, but we're definitely going to be live for the WWE Worlds Collide show. I mean, that's the surprise for Friday. I put it on the schedule that not yet decided, but that's my decision for Friday. Never mind SmackDown. Huh. Sometimes SmackDown is barely a good show. One week is a good show, next week it's not a good show, and then it's a good show, not a good show, not a good show. Yeah. Yeah, and Faby is proving that action. Lainey Reid is on the ground. She hasn't done nothing yet.
First 60 seconds off, we're going to take 3-minute time limit, and if there is a draw here, Candice LeRae would find herself.
Oh, now she's doing something.
The largest star here in NXT as well as I believe her name.
60 seconds gone, shoulders down in a near fall, under a minute 50 left in this matchup.
Something tells me Lenny is winning this match tonight. I don't know why. I mean, given that Faby's not from NXT, she's from AAA.
As we're approaching 90 seconds left in this matchup,
Mercy in the first one to publicly call out Jason Kane. After she won the NXT Women's Championship and just able to sidestep Apache at the last moment.
Oh, Lainey Reid kicked out.
70 seconds left in the matchup. There, of course, Natalia looking on her opponent, Apache, who should be this Friday out in Las Vegas at World's Fly Double Under.
Natalia at ringside.
Second one was not inside 60 seconds. Reid falls into the cover, looking for the three. Oh, they got 2.98, not quite. Save every second. So important in this match because we're under 50 seconds. German suplex at 45, taking the three. Reid able to get that right shoulder up, approaching the final 30 seconds, and now Apache maybe looking to fly. 37 to 36. It's at 35. There's the
Yeah, she's not winning. I told you. I said something tells me Lainey's winning. This is gonna get Lainey. This is gonna get Faby fired up.
Here is your winner, Lainey Reid. Lainey Reid with a stunner on a Tuesday. And this was Natalia will be Apache at World's Fly.
I told you. I said something tells me Lainey Reid is winning. Sure enough, I was right.
Lainey Reid did not hesitate. Perfectly landed knee right under the jaw, securing the victory. And there you see an updated look at the
See how smart I am, man?
Lainey Reid in the semifinals. Or in the finals, excuse me. They are set. Who will head to No Mercy, but who will be
I wouldn't be surprised if they have Lainey Reid win the speed, win the champion.
Just curious, where are you going to put the Fed? Well, I can keep the sash and then do one around the waist, or I can do 3 sacks, 1, 2, 3, and just be all title. That is ridiculous, but seriously, I need this win tonight. I need to be a homecoming, and I need to become a champion. You will. We got this.
Well, this is our favorite tag.
Oh, it is an our favorite tag team. Join the club, join the club. How are y'all feeling tonight?
Match day so belly full of big, beefy butterflies, but I think it's time you two get some tag team gold.
Oh, I should go do that first, and we'll follow it.
Oh, see how she put that on. Quick match, take it out, hate it. But we surprised Darkstate with a little secret weapon last week, and we're going to surprise him again tonight when we get our tag team titles back.
Smell that?
A little vanilla.
Smells like
Victory! Victory cinnamon vanilla. I think it smells like a hot
We got this. Look at this. Oh.
If you or someone
What the heck? If they really just say that.
On Saturday, September 20th.
Did they just really just say it smelled like a Ain't no telling what it smelled like in that NXT building. I don't think I want to know what it smelled like in there. Waiting for NXT to come back on from commercial. Oh. I hate commercials. We still got Tavion Heights versus Ethan Page to look forward to in that women's tag team in this match. Triple threat. NXT should be coming back on now. It's back on now.
This is a tragedy, Jordan. I'm the glamour. The champagne soaked WWE. You ruined everything. I wanted to be something different. I wanted to be clean, perfect, untouchable. But the truth is, the glamour was never meant to be clean. The glamour is cruel and merciless. The glamour can bleed and still be the star of the show. Last week, you reminded me that the glamour and hell are never meant to be separate. You made me feel something. Something I buried deep beneath the pearls, powder, and pretty little promises I made myself. I thought those days were done. But I guess I just got better at accessorizing. You didn't humble me. You didn't break me. You awakened me. And now the glamour has teeth. She's hungry. I'm gonna show you why Blake Monroe can make even the devil blush. See you in hell, Jay.
The following contest is for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Well, but we're set for this NXT Tag Team title match. There are the champions. But we got to talk about what's coming up next week. It's a real homecoming back to Full Sail. DIY has challenged Trick and the returning Carmelo Hayes. We just heard Grayson Waller effect is live once more. And who knows who will show up next tonight.
Everybody, when I say everybody, want a piece of the action, man.
And these four have wanted a piece of the action. They just didn't want to follow the rules, so to speak. Making my way to the ring, gotta come my weight up 595 pounds. Hank Walker, Hank Ledger, Hank and Tanky champions as NXT is hitting the road and coming to a city near you. Check out NXT Live at Temple Live in Columbus, Ohio on October the 9th. The Masonic Temple in Detroit, Michigan on October the 10th. And the Agora Theater in Cleveland, Ohio on October 11th. Tickets are selling fast. Get yours now at AXS.com.
All right, Darkstate put their titles on the line against Hank and Tank.
You know the rest of that, right? Makes all the rules.
Oh, yeah, I guess
You got a Darkstate right now.
Let's talk about Hank the Tank. Let's talk about how great that secret weapon was last.
Talking about
Don't say his name. Don't say his name. You yell at me when I say his name. How you gonna say it?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna say that.
Hank and Tank held the goal for 127 days. Darkstate, the 32nd team to hold the NXT titles. Osiris starting off with Tank in this matchup. And well, Dion just got dropped. Osiris right now, and it looks like this time it's Hank and Tank who are dividing and conquering.
Tank trying to take this thing. Take it down. Oh, yeah.
Early on, this could be it. This could be it. Boom. We're gonna have new champs. Into the the Athletics able to break things
Not
up.
that easy tonight, man.
Well, let's talk about Hank and Tank. What do they need in terms of adjusting to what happened?
You know, I don't know if they can adjust in a situation like this. The numbers game is played totally against them tonight. I wonder if they want their tag team rematch maybe a little prematurely.
Tagging in Dion, and I saw Hank earlier. He was placed a shiner under his left eye from the battle recently. He might have a bruised spine now. Covered.
Mr. Dion Limits, I like the way this kid out here and quarterback this thing, man. Kid's the hell of a job.
Look, wherever Darkstate goes, destruction follows. That's just fact. There's all four men right now in the ring. And could the challengers be catching the champions at the right time? Hank and Tank, throwing hands.
Throwing hands. Throwing hands.
Osiris wiped out. Darkstate on the back foot.
This is something that John Cena talked about. This is aggression right here. Can they get the job done with just that?
Hank, Tank.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
The NXT Tag Team titles on NXT.
Where they at, man? What happened, man? You can't do that anymore because Stephanie ain't on NXT. She's on the main roster. Look at T. But to be honest, the only person that could more than likely do that is Miles Bourne. The only person that can say that. Her boyfriend. Oh. Oh man. Oh man. Still waiting for NXT. It's you. Finally, NXT is back on for commercial break.
NXT Homecoming. Which one of these teams will carry momentum when we return to Full Sail University
Finally.
next Tuesday night? Already a lot of surprises. Who knows what other surprises are in store this evening? As there's no surprise right now. Wait a minute, just got caught.
That's
Ooh, that was a surprise. Look how quick Dean was, to your point earlier about Dean Lennox. Just right back up and boom, the opposition. Spine buster. Not enough to keep Tank down.
This guy's a leader, man. Like I say, he's a guy that's got a lot of smarts. And right now, he's quarterbacking his team.
NXT is back on from commercial break. Oh, goodness. Now Darkstate is taking control of this NXT Tag Team Championship match. Their first NXT Tag Team Championship title defense. Tonight.
This guy had unlimited potential. I mean, he's about 6 feet tall, about 290 pounds. I was before, bro. Very athletic. But right now, he's leading on Take Legend right now, trying to take all the out.
So let me guess. They're saving Ethan Page versus Tavion Heights for the main event. From what I can see, I think. Maybe.
Elimination tag team main event still to come.
If you're just now tuning in, welcome. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel for new. The YouTube live chat is available. Join the conversation. You can blow up the darn live chat if you want. It ain't gonna bother me anymore.
NXT tag team titles on the line right now. Tank trying to fight back, trying to make the tag, reaching out, hook, right, make it. Trying to answer right back and now. Big Tank firing back, reaching back out. So.
Inches, man. Inches. Oh,
He said, "Oh man." Oh.
NXT Universe rally now behind the former champion. Tank, Osiris, Dion,
Okay.
makes the tag. Tank falls into the tag.
Here we go, baby.
Tank Walker back in. Tank, they're hard workers.
Oh
They
yeah.
find the damn wood. Hey, can we agree that
Hank and Tank is on fire. Taking control.
and they've done it the right way?
Oh, yeah, baby. Sometimes the good guys will come in first every now and then.
I was gonna start hurting.
This duo did what was asked. Put in their time.
One of my eyes.
And a huge moment, WrestleMania weekend, looking to recapture glory. How about this? That tag team match, DIY.
That tag team match, DIY.
For next week, but are we officially about to have new tag team champions into the cover? Hook of the road.
That's it.
Oh. For a moment, we almost had what we're going to have next week at homecoming, but right here, the power. Yeah. Show
Wrestling something new right here. He's been working on his paper. Always talking to young kids. You gotta have.
being pushed to their big suplex. And look at Tank.
Boom, Swanton. Kick out.
And that goes back to the replay. They had to put the blinders on. They had to ignore that.
They better not stall for time. They better hurry up and end this.
Here we go.
Sugar's got dropped.
Yeah, they retained it after that.
Referee right now trying to control the action. So entry's not coming tonight.
Oh, looks like Hank the Tank are getting their NXT Tag Team titles back. What the? Dang. Well, tricked. I was tricked.
The champions stand on business tonight, and perhaps they're making believers in their own way.
Darkstate said, believe in that.
For tonight's NXT Focus, presented by Progressive.
Believe in that.
It's a matter of national pride. It can only be settled inside a squared circle. Each country's flag will be mounted on a pole in opposite corners. To win the match, a superstar must retrieve their flag and wave it proudly.
I'm done being disrespected. And Ethan Page really not old boy stuck staring up at the lights, and I'm waving look.
It is time to remind all of the arrogant Americans like Tavion Heights the true Canadian standard of excellence. The Maple Leaf truly does represent pure excellence. And tonight, it will be held high by its greatest Canadian, the greatest North American alive.
There's no count out, no disqualification. The first to retrieve their country's flag is victorious. This matchup presented by Progressive Heights.
I'll be right back, y'all. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to step away for a few minutes. All right, I'm back. We have Ethan Page versus Tavion Heights in a flag match happening right now. It just came from commercial break 10 minutes ago. I had to go do a few things, but I'm back.
The USA flags, the USA signs held high.
We're already tuned back into NXT season 19, episode 36. Ooh, I'm itching. My back is itching. It's on fire. Get ready to tweet out my thoughts on everything that happened earlier here on X. Right now, work on that.
Who will be the first to retrieve their country's flag? Page is so close. Tavion Heights gave the look for a moment, and now Heights turning the corner. Both men going to their respective corners, trying to climb. Heights right now. He's got to be the one to lead out and realize it. Page searches in his way. Page's ego got the better of him. Ethan just took himself out of fight. Tavion.
Uh-oh. Tavion's on the verge of getting it.
Look at that truck. I think his float just went over the turnbuckle.
Are you sure?
There was a little much with Page trying the Canadian flag over Tavion a few weeks ago, and he may be moments away from waving the Canadian flag here on NXT. Page is all the way. This is as close as he's been.
Oh, Tavion Heights then came back up. Oh, dang. I know that had to hurt. But Ethan Page is still moving on the top rope.
But again, it's not about pinfalls in this matchup. Tavion turning over, realizing this is his opportunity. Page is down. Page is out.
He needs this, man. He needs this big man by this big.
Feeding off of the NXT universe. Tavion Heights reaches up. Heights grabs the stars and strikes. Here's the winner, Tavion Heights. And you just said it, folks. What a victory for Tavion Heights here tonight.
What a night. What a fight. Oh, yes, man. About time.
Well, Tavion now going over and having the Canadian flag as well. There's been a lot of pent-up rage inside Tavion Heights. And he returns the favor to the North American champion. This really, that was the turning point. There was almost a last-ditch effort for Tavion Heights, who was able to open the door, secure the American flag, and take this career to new heights. Wait! Booker!
No way that's Tyler Breeze.
Oh, baby. Look at the look. Look at the blast.
What is he doing here?
Who knows who will show up at homecoming next week? Prince Pretty is back. The NXT is gorgeous. Well, as we switch gears here, about 2 weeks
What an awkward moment that was.
woman could become a champion. We take another in-depth look at Roll Ice next.
Back at lunch today?
Awkward.
fight night with VIP ticket packages and on location.
All right, folks, we're back. NXT back on from commercial break.
Growing up a Latina, there was never any time for self-pity. I went to an all-girl Catholic school and I was super shy, which is crazy considering who Lola Vice is now. I am the complete package. I got nothing upon my hands and feet, and I know how to do it. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends, which is why I consider my close relationships so special. Everything I do is intentional. My only focus has always been giving myself the life and future I've always wanted. I'm about to see my dad at his taekwondo school. I haven't been here for years, but he's had this school for 30-something years. I'm so excited to see him and go back to my roots. Hola!
How are you? Man, you look strong.
Nice to see you.
Ready to battle. To us all, super gladiator master Lola Vice is the brightest star in the family and in the martial arts community.
My father dedicated his whole life to martial arts in this academy. I wasn't just born into this life. I was bred for it. Literally, everyone in my family has a black belt. We all have college degrees, which is why I have all the ambitions to make my family.
You literally said the same
Wow.
thing.
Growing up with Lola was
Just
like
kidding.
having a best friend in training one. There was no one that pushed me harder out of so honored that I witnessed.
Hey, it's Lola's.
And dances.
That dance wasn't just disrespect, it was pettiness. Because when you spend your whole life proving people wrong, you celebrate it. No one knew what they did me in my life. I was a super girly girl. I wore pink, I did my hair, I danced. They thought I was just a pretty face, and they made fun of me for it. Until I knocked them out. I know mercy. This isn't just a match.
Really?
This is for my culture, for my family, for anyone who's ever been underestimated, myself.
She's champion in my eyes from day one, and now the work is catching on, and I can't wait to see her knock out JC Jade.
I'm this close to winning a championship down the street from where I grew up. This isn't just a fight. This is my moment.
Master Lola is the real deal. Her dreams will come true when she challenges the title. The real deal. Real deal.
On September 27th, I become NXT Women's Champion, close to the one place where I know how to win best. Vice City, baby.
Wow. What a cute story. Too bad Lola's gonna lose in front of her mom, her dad, her entire family in her hometown at No Mercy.
That'll be fun.
Oh well. You guys ready to do this?
We're ready. Right, Jasmine?
I know I'm ready.
Good. You win tonight, you go on to beat Alexa and Charlotte, and then Fatal Influence is going to be draped in all the gold. And when that happens, we'll be untouchable.
That's right. Who'd have thought 4 or 5 months ago Fatal Influence would be the tag team champions and I would be the greatest NXT Women's Champion of all time?
More colossal.
You think?
Yeah.
Next Tuesday, for the first time in 5 years, NXT returns home to where the future was born, to Full Sail University. The genesis of NXT, where WWE superstars.
How much you want to bet my brother's going to be there?
I came here for one reason, to take NXT to that next level.
Gorgeous.
They're excited to see Tyler Breeze, but I'm excited to be Tyler Breeze.
And champion. Homecoming isn't just a reunion for fans, but a reunion for friends who became enemies.
That's all it is, man. That's all it's gonna be.
Enemies who became allies of convenience.
My God, Charlotte. I know. We're not done.
It'll be a historic night of championship matches.
I'm the greatest North American alive. All ego, he's a bitch.
That North American Championship inspires you.
Face-to-face confrontations.
Welcome to the Great Warlord Fest
Oh, it's confirmed that Tyler Breeze will be on there.
That will leave the crowd chanting.
This is probably our main event right here.
We're about to find out which of these three teams will be the #1 contender for the WWE Women's Tag Team title next.
No. Oh, there goes my straw. I didn't think I was generating this much G. Oh shit, what is this? NXT's back on. Everybody that's tuned in, NXT's back on for commercial break.
This, of course, the match booker, but it's elimination. a stipulation that certainly has to change strategy.
Stand up. It's JC Tate, the rock star, baby. Oh, she's looking good.
Does this change the strategy for any of these teams, seeing as it's an elimination style?
Perhaps.
Can you focus?
Perhaps.
So
JC, what up, baby girl?
Look at you being weird again.
You all right? You're looking
You
good
can
tonight.
stop. We have a job to do. Thank you, champ. I'm just saying. Booker, there's been surprises all night long and it's turning. How about Tyler Breeze, selfie stick and all, challenges Ethan Page for North American title next week live at Homecoming.
Everybody better come back and get a little piece of the action, man. I love it.
Again, who knows who else could show up here tonight. We still got almost 30 minutes left as right now waiting for us something. Trying to get a submission, was a backslide. Tatum Paxley, just never know. Just never know Paxley's offense. You think she's going for a pin, and then all of a sudden she ties you up with a board.
Don't sleep on Tatum Paxley, man. She's got a lot of experience, and right now she can come out of this match.
ZaRuca right now with Zarya in control. Have they lived up to the hype? I mean, there's been a lot of excitement around ZaRuca. First ZaRuca just got dropped a double champion.
Yes, she did.
Right now, man. Still gonna get a championship round. They highly touted when she first came to NXT. Right now, she's still searching.
It's time to look at tonight's NXT recap presented by Progressive. It's found and they're looking for a submission. Izzy Dame using some smarts there. She's using the wits about her. Look, Izzy Dame has certainly come a very long way under Sean Spears. It could be looking for a power bomb. Fallon had something else on her mind. Nice body scissors. Into a cover, shoulders down.
Put herself in position to get going about the place again. But Izzy Dame, like you say, man, has been on point.
Take a look at these two powerhouses. Dame, Zarya coming face to face. And again, this isn't a normal triple threat match. It's not the first team to gain a victory. It's elimination. To gain a victory, you got to be the last team standing. And if you do that, you become the #1 contenders for the women's WWE Tag Team titles. Both women, same thought process. Both women down. ZaRuca right now desperately wants to win this match after that cheap shot we saw a few moments ago.
I'll continue winning the match. Under these rules, right, if you come on top, you're going to have a hell of a lot of confidence going into a tag team title match.
Trying to prove herself. Wants to be a champion for the first time here in NXT. Fatal influence standing tall. It's some questionable issues forming with major cracks in the foundation. Hook to the leg and a near fall.
I don't see the cracks right there. With the foundation right there, they're looking great working as a team.
It's hard to argue with their fatal influence. They're in this match due to their body of work. As a tag with Faye, Soul is now legal. Izzy holding on a good big.
It's called an exception. You heard that, right? You heard that.
But have you ever seen someone with the athleticism, with the strength, with the body coordination of ZaRuca? I mean, take a look at this high-impact offense from Ruca.
ZaRuca has all the tools, all the
Hit the thumbs up, folks. You're just now tuning in. Welcome. And share the stream. Let everybody know I'm still live for NXT Season 19, Episode 36. We got Fatal Influence versus the Culling versus ZaRuca and a WWE Women's Tag Team #1 Contenders Elimination match.
So right now, take a look at that right here in front of us.
She just.
Now it's Herman has his hands full as Roll Fallon to Nico Bates.
She gave ZaRuca the swing. Woo!
No pun intended. Jasmine makes you a baseball slide, taking out Izzy Dame. She just got caught with an insecurity.
This match is going crazy tonight. Woo!
Swiffer Mop Deluxe is made for small spaces. For clean, even mop.
Yeah, that triple threat Dota women's elimination. The Dota women's tag team Contenders elimination match, man, something else. Something else, something else.
Hayes return. Next week at Homecoming, Grayson Waller will return. Who else will come back here tonight? But who?
And he's back on from commercial break.
WWE Women's Tag Team titles. This is elimination style. One team will answer that question.
You said they was going to hell of a job putting a match like this together. I mean, it's a history-making match.
Could be a history-making match for someone like ZaRuca to become a triple champion.
Oh,
Five recruit just wiped out ZaRuca. Not very happy by the NXT Women's Champion. Influence has wiped out Zari.
Yeah. Let me tell you right now, JCK is on point. I mean, got a team in perfect position to win. Oh, yeah, that's what you think. That's what you just called me Stitch.
Fatal influence.
Oh, yes.
Taking out the competition. Are we moments away first? Elimination and Soul's right shoulder goes off of that. Second cover.
Give it up for Jasmine. Give it up for Jasmine.
I said it earlier. She's trying to prove herself. I gave credit to JC Jane. Really broke the challenge. What more do you want me to say?
Look, this is looking great right now. If she can get it right now, big ups.
Wasn't quite perfect, but Jasmine holding on. Trying to get
These women are down. Just WWE Women's Tag Team #1 Contenders elimination match is still going.
And you take a look at everyone in this matchup. We've argued a lot tonight, but right now the points being proven. This is the deepest,
The hell?
women's division in the world.
But 16 minutes into this match, I was clear for elimination. Zarya get the first one.
Just tossed.
Here we go.
He breaks it up.
She didn't realize that Izzy broke it up.
Got a big two for JC Jane. She knows she needs roll of ice and no mercy. 2 weeks from Saturday. Double spears. ZaRuca starting low.
Got all of it. Did they get an elimination? That's the question, though, Vic.
I wonder what JC says that. Oh my gosh! Ruka just snatched the soul of Zarya. Zarya's the legal competitor for the team. Jasmine Nix into the tunnel.
Zarya and ZaRuca have been eliminated.
Unbelievable. JC Jane all smiles. Take another look. I mean, so much going on. And Soul was aiming for Tatum Paxley. She didn't know who she was connected with that source snatcher. But look, this match is continuing. They're coming right now.
Zarya might turn heel. I have a feeling she might turn. I have a feeling she might turn after that.
And now, trying to turn it Fallon Ellie on the outside. Both these teams looking for that opportunity. Tatum with a standing switch going behind Jasmine. Got taken down, cover. Oh, take down. Oh, Jasmine. After JC's right.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, my gosh. A mini rolling encore.
Tatum Paxley was just for the glory, man. Was just for show spears so bad.
And if you're not fully committed, you're out of Culling. Tatum is committed. She's been thriving, but she just got caught with a Knicks kick. Covered and Izzy picks it up. What is it going to take to win this matchup?
Darn, I thought she was going for the roll-up. Look out below! Darn, she just chokeslammed her on the other side of the ring. Was that Fallon Henley's own version of the 619? She went down hard. Hopefully she didn't injure her knee.
Fallon right now. Going in and whoa, got countered by Tatum. Tatum from behind. Izzy reached out. Izzy looking
Uh-oh.
Fallon might not
What's gonna happen now?
She certainly does now. Turning right around. Izzy. Game. And it is game over for Fatal.
We got winner.
Here are your winners.
Ha! Booker T got scared, thought Tatum Pass was about to turn on the Culling.
The Culling are the #1 contenders to the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Going back to some of the action, there was Izzy Dave punching the Culling's ticket to a championship opportunity. It could be gold becoming to Sean Spears.
I don't care which one of you dropped the ball. You both failed me. I'm the NXT Women's Champion. I run this division, and this is what you two do. You embarrass me. How dare you? I run this division. This is about me.
Whoa, look. We got some company.
Who the hell?
Who the hell just arrived?
Jack Daniels starts here.
Oh my God. I'm gonna be shocked if it's Stephanie.
Fires to create sugar-laden charcoal, where every drop is mellowed until it's smooth Tennessee whiskey. A whiskey we all know by name. Made by those who pour everything into their craft.
Woo! Bro, I'm gonna be so shocked if it's Stephanie, dude. Holy, she's not even supposed to be on NXT. She's supposed to be on the main roster, but she is. But holy hell, I'm gonna be shocked if it's Stephanie from the main roster. Wait, are we getting Stephanie versus JC Jane for NXT Homecoming next week? No way.
There is absolutely no way Fatal Influence is not going to be a part of Homecoming. And as for Fallon and Jasmine's failures, well, that's on them, not me. I I'm not here to be anyone's babysitter. And to be perfectly honest with you, I am sick and tired of carrying this group on my back. And the lack of credit that I get for all that I do is absolutely pathetic. I didn't get to where I am today because of any of you. And unlike every other woman in the WWE, I don't need your applause. I damn sure don't need your respect. And I don't need any of you. The only person that I ever needed was me. I'm the greatest NXT Women's Champion of all time. That's right. That's right. Whether you people like it or not. I carry the TNA Knockdown Championship on my terms.
No. No. You gotta be fucking kidding me. No way. No way.
Jason, I will give you credit because you did.
I literally just said right before NXT came back on from commercial break. Don't tell me we're getting Stephanie versus Jason Daniels. That's what it's looking like we're getting.
NXT North American Championship at the same time, and I did it, but for myself.
That's right.
And you know what? I was a Palooza. I going again. So I disagree with you.
See, you know, the way I see it, there's 3 of us and only 1 of you. And we know how to go, don't we?
Cállate. I have a question for you. Do you?
It's TV time.
What the?
I gotta pop my dick.
NXT.
Okay, maybe we're getting a 6-man women's tag team match for Homecoming, for NXT Homecoming. The main roster, something tells me we're getting the main roster women versus NXT versus the women of NXT.
I'm the WWE Women's Champion. The longest champion in the entire company. I beat people like Charlotte Flair, Trish Stratus, Jade Cargill. I can go on and on and on. And Fallon, I've actually beaten you before. And I've had that NXT Women's Championship. So JC, you calling yourself the greatest women's champion of all time? I don't think so. Okay, all right. Okay. I see what's going on here. You two are like the super seniors that already graduated.
We're probably getting one more surprise, I bet.
School to try to finish school again. That's sad. That's really sad. Ooh, sad. I'm embarrassed. I don't know how mommy's gonna feel about being called a super senior. Not good.
No way.
Dang. Yeah, we're going to hell. We're going to hell after this. And now it went from Tiffany Stratton, Stephanie to Rhea Ripley. I literally said WWE doesn't have Stephanie on the show this week. We honest.
Champion of all time.
Me and WWE's gonna have some issues. She's back. She's on NXT. So I guess me and WWE won't have issues after all.
Well, it's perfect, really, because there's three of you.
Almost like the Three Amigos. Kind of like the Three Amigos, Rhea. I think this is where JC Jane is ultimately going to solidify her heel turn at NXT Homecoming. This is where JC Jane is going to turn on Fowler Henley and Jasmine. Or Fowler Henley and JC Jane might turn on Jasmine. Because the tensions continue within Fatal Influence, as y'all can see. I knew that's why Triple H and Adam Pearce and WWE didn't have Stephanie on Raw for the last 5 weeks. No, 4 or 5 weeks, not for the last 5 weeks, but 4 or 5 weeks. I almost thought we were getting an NXT Women's Championship match between Stephanie and JC Jane. I thought we was giving that rematch. No, we get the 6 Women's Tag Team match. Yeah. Fatal Influence is definitely losing to Stephanie, Tiffany, and Rhea Ripley. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this, but those 3 stars in the ring are way past Fatal Influence in terms of level and ring chemistry and entrance wise. Anyways, don't go anywhere, folks. When I come back, I'll be going over my overall thoughts and grade on NXT Season 19, Episode 36. Be right back. I got to say is, we Stephanie fans got what we wanted. Don't go anywhere, folks. I'll be back. Go check out my tweet, man. I tagged all the Stephanie fans that are that have me followed on X. Man, us Stephanie fans are so glad to see her back. It's not even funny. Now we can shut down. Now the internet wrestling community can shut down the wild rumors of her being sick, getting injured, pregnant, and having visa issues because none of it was true all this time. After all this time, none of it was true. And you know what I noticed on NXT? I noticed that the WWE Speed Women's Championship is still on NXT. Yet, didn't WWE just say that they were not only going to get rid of WWE Speed, the show, but also the WWE Speed Men's and Women's Championships? But guess what? The Speed Women's Championship is still on ZaRuca. and the WWE Speed Men's Championship is nowhere to be found. So if you say you were going to get rid of the WWE Speed Women's and Men's Championship, why did you just lie, flat out lie? Why did you just flat out lie and say, we're going to get rid of the WWE Speed Men's and Women's Championship, yet the WWE Speed Women's Championship is still being defended or still being shown on NXT television? So WWE basically just lied in our faces, they just basically took advantage of us, lied in our faces and said, oh, you know what? We're gonna get rid of these WWE Men's and WWE Speed Men's and Women's Championship titles and get the Speed show off and pretend like and take advantage of the fans, and they're not even gonna know. They're not even gonna know that we lied. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, half of the internet wrestling community is not that half stupid, I'm sure. I mean, I know a lot of people that watch WWE Speed are thinking what I'm thinking too. Are thinking, how can they have the WWE Speed Women's Championship on NXT, but yet not have the WWE Men's Speed Championship on NXT? If that's the case, you might as well have both the WWE Speed Men's and Women's Championships being defended or shown on NXT television. And technically, the WWE Speed Men's and Women's Championships shouldn't even be on NXT television. It makes no sense. They should be on the WWE Speed show itself. What? Remember when WWE said they got rid of WWE Speed show? Well, they actually did get rid of it. But they never got rid of the WWE Men's and Women's Speed titles themselves. Never got rid of both of those titles. The Women's Speed title is still on ZaRuca. She's still currently the WWE Speed Women's Champion. Well, who is currently the WWE Speed Men's Champion? Yeah, let's go to WWE.com and find out. I felt like WWE lied to us. Yet I'm hearing that WWE didn't say that they were retiring the titles. They're moving them to the NXT brand. Okay, so you got the WWE Speed Women's title on NXT. Why isn't the WWE Speed Men's Championship on NXT yet? Why we have yet to see that title on NXT? So here's the breakdown of the WWE Speed situation, folks. Before I go over my overall thoughts and grade on WWE NXT Season 19, Episode 36. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Because I feel like they lied to us about that. In a way, I feel like they did. And I don't think there's much people that watch WWE Speed. I mean, some people say it was boring, some people say it was lame, some people say it was solid. There's others that say it shows. WWE Speed was a mid-show every week. But speaking of WWE Speed, let's break down the situation. So, they said that the WWE Speed show aired exclusively on X and stopped airing new episodes on July of 2025. The agreement with X to produce and air the show may have expired because the show was discontinued without an immediate announcement. Some fans and even wrestlers believe that the titles were retired or that WWE was lying. I believe WWE lied, because why the fuck would the WWE Men's Speed title not be making its debut? Has not yet. Why would the WWE, in other words, what I'm trying to explain is, what I'm trying to say is, why the hell is the WWE Speed Men's title not yet made its debut to NXT television? Why? What's going on? Now we know the WWE Speed show discontinued, but why has the WWE Speed Men's title not yet made its debut? Why does it have yet to make its debut? I might have a few answers as to why, and I'll probably answer that at the end. But it said on August 24th, 2025, NXT Heatwave, that NXT General Manager Ava, I was live for Heatwave, so I know she announced that both the men's and women's WWE Speed Championships are now officially part of the NXT brand and will be defended on NXT program. Okay, I've seen the WWE Speed Women's Championship be defended, but I have yet to see the WWE Speed Men's Championship be defended. So, what is going on here? Where is the WWE Speed Men's Championship? Why has it not yet made NXT's debut on TV? I really have some questions about that. I really gotta question that. So we know this title, the Speed title, has been moved to NXT programming after cancellation. But it does say that the current men's Speed champion, El Grande Americano, has not yet appeared on NXT television because his title run is only just getting under the new brand. So that's why the WWE Speed Men's title hasn't been making its debut on NXT yet, because the current WWE Men's Speed champion is El Grande Americano. Makes sense. Makes sense. Got it. Now, ZaRuca is the current women's speed champion and has been seen on NXT television carrying the title. A 4-woman tournament was also announced on NXT to determine that new challenger for Ruka. We saw that with Faby going up against Lainey Reid, which Lainey Reid ultimately ended up winning that speed tournament contender match, that speed women's tournament match, all thanks to Natalia. Now, the WWE Speed Men's Championship has not yet made its NXT debut. Neither has the WWE Speed Men's Champion, Andrade Americano. Now, he hasn't made his debut with the WWE Men's Speed Championship, more than likely due to timing and storytelling. This is kind of what I was predicting months ago. So, it's great to see that I was right again. Now, as WWE is currently billing the new challenger for the women's title first, it is, I guess, I don't want to say, I wouldn't want to say without probable cause, but it is probable that a tournament to determine El Grande Americano's first challenger will also be announced in the couple. So that's why the WWE Speed Men's Champion El Grande Americano has not yet made his NXT debut. And that's why the Speed Men's Championship is not on NXT television. That explains it. Okay, we're done with that. I don't want to talk about that no more. Moving on. All right. So as far as my thoughts and overall grade on WWE NXT Season 19, Episode 36 goes, I will say this. I will say this week's episode of NXT was 1,000% better than NXT. What if I tell you the next week's NXT is going to be better than this week and last week's episode? I mean, look at the card for NXT Homecoming. You got old NXT black and gold stars like Carmelo Hayes, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa will be on there, Stephanie will be on there, Rhea and Tiffany will be on there. Tiffany used to be in NXT too. The time when it was black and gold. And also the time when it was black and silver after it was black and gold. But the point is, next week's NXT is going to be one hell of a solid show. Bottom line. But anyways, WWE NXT Season 19, Episode 36 was an action-packed show. And it absolutely delivered on all fronts, featuring a mix of thrilling matches and engaging storyline developments. Here are all the reasons why this week's episode was better than last week's episode of NXT. Which last week's episode was fucking mid as ice. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know how anybody would want to watch a mid-episode of NXT or a terrible episode of NXT for that matter. I'd be done picked up the remote control and changed the channel already. Seriously. Seriously, for real. But here are the reasons why this week's episode was better than last week. So, the standout match of the night was undoubtedly 100% Javon Evans versus Josh Briggs. I was live when the match started. I was watching the match while I was sharing my stream, trying to get as much audience to tune into the YouTube live chat conversation as I could. Yeah. Javon Evans versus Josh Briggs was the best match of the entire night. Easily. These guys put on a clinic. Was it a perfect match? Was it a great match? No. Was it mid? No. Was it terrible? No. Was it a solid B match? Yes. It was absolutely a solid B match. Absolutely. 100%. But this electrifying bout between Javon Evans and Josh Briggs showcased both men's incredible athleticism and in-ring prowess. That's the way I looked at it. From a creative perspective, from a booking perspective, from a producing, from a solid match perspective, in terms of watching this match, in terms of how solid this match was. Now, Evans' high-flying moves were a highlight as well. And both competitors worked tirelessly to deliver an entertaining match that had the crowd on their fucking feet. The rest of the show was well-rounded with solid performances from the women's speed match between, and I just explained, like, why is the women's speed championship on NXT and not the men's speed championship? Because they said they were going to move the WWE Speed Women's Championship and the Speed Men's Championship to NXT. Well, I already explained the answer as to why the Speed Men's Championship has yet to make an NXT debut. Obviously, it's because El Grande Americano is the WWE Speed Men's Championship, and he has yet to make his NXT debut to defend the WWE Speed Men's Championship on NXT television. But that's going to happen in the coming weeks, like I said. We already went over that. But anyways, back to this Lainey Reid versus Faby Speed Women's Championship tournament match. The speed match between Reid and Faby, the NXT Tag Team Championship match between Darkstate and Hank and Tang, and the flag match between Ethan Page and Tavion Heights. We go from those matches to the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders match, which was also a great setup for future storylines in the segment featuring. Did y'all really want me to say it in Spanish, man? I already said it earlier, man. I don't feel like saying it again. I really don't. I'm working on not repeating myself on these streams. I don't know. For some reason, I just kind of don't like doing that. But at the same time, I do it for people that can only hear in one ear, because you never know. You might have people tuning in that can hear in one ear that can't hear in both ears. You know, you might have people that's deaf tuning in. You know, you never know. That's why it's very important to speak out loud on your streams when you're doing your watch-alongs and reviews, so that people can hear what you're saying. Always. That's what I be doing. That's what I be trying to do. But anyways, the segment featuring Stephanie, Tiffany Stratton, and Rhea Ripley talk about This Is My Brutality. Miss Mommy teaming up against Fatal Influence was a great tease for the upcoming 6-women tag match at Homecoming. Show ended on a high note with the babyfaces driving Fatal Influence out of the ring, and overall, I would definitely give this week's episode a B-. It was a great build to future matches and events, and the in-ring action was top-notch throughout. This was an amazing, solid B- show tonight. Whoever booked and produced this show should definitely get a raise, because this was one hell of a solid show tonight. Thank God this wasn't no terrible mid-show, because if it was, I would have let y'all know sooner. If it was a terrible mid-show, I'm telling you, I would let you know. I would tell you right off the bat. The only time you'll know that it's going to be a terrible mid-show is when you look at the match card and the booking and the way the matches are booked and the way the matches are produced and the way WWE makes their creative decisions. especially with the match card. If the match looks like a mid fucking card, it's gonna be a mid fucking show. If the match card is a solid match card, it's gonna be a solid show. If the match card is a great card, then it's going to be a great show. If the match card is a terrible match card, then that means it's going to be a terrible show. It's a sign that it's going to be terrible. It's not going to be a good show. But tonight proved to be a solid show. The match card was solid. I looked at the card already before NXT went on the air. Solid card. Solid B- card. No question about it. NXT delivered tonight. One of the best solid B- episodes of NXT of 2025, easily. When they kicked off, as soon as they kicked off Javon Evans versus Josh Briggs, I knew this show was going to deliver on paper, on paper from scratch, from the beginning to the end. Now, as far as the matches goes, we had some solid matches, but we also had some mid matches. Obviously, best match of the night was Josh Briggs versus Javon Evans, but the matches tonight that were mid, I would honestly say Tavion Heights, or not Tavion Heights versus Ethan Page. Tavion Heights versus Ethan Page was a solid B- match. I would honestly say the middest match of the entire show, the match that was mid, that was mostly mid on this show, I would honestly have to say, I don't want to say Lainey Reid versus Faby because I feel like the match, but I'm gonna go ahead. The match I thought, the match that I thought was mid was definitely Darkstate versus Hank and Tank. It was a decent C+ match, but it was also mid at the same time. And for Lainey Reid versus Faby, I want to say the match was mid. At the same time, I also don't want to say it is. Either it is or it ain't. To me, it wasn't. Now, some of the people in the internet wrestling community might think that, but I think but you know, sometimes these 3-minute speed women's matches are hard to do anything substantial with only 3 minutes. You know, I mean, Reid and Faby, they did a great job making every second count. They still got room, they still left room to improve, but it was definitely a mid WWE speed women's match. I'm just gonna say it anyway. It was a mid women's match. I'm not gonna lie. It was a solid bout, but it was mid as well. But yes, Darkstate versus Hank and Tank, WWE NXT Tag Team Championship match, and Lainey Reid versus Faby were two of the only matches that were mid of this entire show. 2 of the middest matches of the entire show, the entire episode of NXT, for sure. Another one of the best matches of the entire night was that main event WWE NXT Triple Threat #1 Contenders match between the Culling, Fatal Influence, and ZaRuca. They killed it. That main event match killed it. Those ladies absolutely killed it in the ring tonight. It was a hard-fought match with a lot going on. A whole bunch of shit going on. And you know what? It's never hard to keep up. It was never hard to keep up with this match. At all. It wasn't. Like, real talk. Never hard. But yeah, it was never hard to keep up, and the Culling ultimately got the win for her team by pinning Fallen Hill out. That's what ultimately made Jessie James unhappy right there. I mean, let's be honest. Do you blame Jessie James for being unhappy? I mean, she literally thought that Jasmine and Fallen Hill were going to win that match, and they didn't. Which is unfortunate. Unfortunate in every step of the way. But the entire show did its job in hyping up the next big event, which is the NXT Homecoming. And it was the in-ring action that truly shone, with a great balance of competition and storytelling. And NXT continues to showcase its talented roster. They have a very, very talented roster. That I definitely agree. I definitely agree on. If they can keep capitalizing on good balance of competition and storyline and storytelling, and having a good men's and women's roster, booking and producing the shows correctly mainly, and making good creative, I can't see NXT failing at all. I can see them succeeding at an all-time high. And we want NXT to succeed. We never want NXT to fail. I don't think anybody does, for that matter. I cannot wait for NXT Homecoming next week. It is going to steal the show, and I am going to be live for it. So y'all better tune in and join the YouTube live chat conversation for my NXT Homecoming 2025 watch along. That's going to be live next Tuesday. Oh my God, I smell banger alert. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm getting the heck out of here. My NXT watch along is going to be on the channel. It's not going anywhere. So to those of you that are getting ready to watch it, that are about to get on YouTube and get ready to watch it, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you do, and share the stream to all social media platforms. Let everybody know that I was live for this week's episode of NXT. Or I was live for NXT season 19, episode 36. Thank y'all for being here, and I will see y'all live for WWE Evolve Season 1, Episode 28. Adios. Good night.